Hi guys, how you doing? So the message for this video is life isn't happening to me, I'm happening to life, or the world isn't happening to me, I'm happening to the world. Remember to, as always, to take what resonates and leave the rest. So yeah, the message is about being at cause in our lives rather than being at effect. So we're taught from the day we're born in the modern world to be at effect of the world. It's almost like a victim mentality, a lot of the time. We get born into and we don't realise this until we realise it, usually quite a bit later on in life, that we have the power to be at cause rather than to be at effect. And that's not to say that stuff still doesn't happen in our lives and there are challenges and, we have to work through those challenges and hopefully learn the lessons without repeating too many times. But this message, there's an energy behind it, right? And it's basically saying, bring yourself more into a space of being at cause in your life. It's like, I am the cause of what I experience. I am the cause of my reality. The world isn't happening to me, it's coming from me. It's like I am the projector. There's like a canvas that's being projected onto by my mind. And, living from there, we have a lot more understanding of reality in terms of our power to create, whatever we want. Our mind is vastly more powerful than, this 3D world and science will ever, in this lifetime, certainly, will ever admit to. This understanding helps us come into our power about our ability to create, to manifest, but we're doing it from a place of being the cause rather than the effect. And it also enables us to take a lot more responsibility for our lives, for how we live, for the experiences that we have. And we also shift out of, why is this happening to me, to what is this for? Whatever it might be. Sometimes it's going to be challenging, okay? So the message then becomes, what is this for? And this card's come up a lot today. So we've got, it's basically saying, okay, I'm taking a new direction here. I'm taking a new approach and it's going to actually lead me somewhere better. And a lot of these messages today are about the mind and our power of the mind to create or to destroy. And oftentimes we have to go through a lot of different challenges in life, to sometimes repeated many times before we understand that ultimately we have there's a responsibility to ourselves and to our own healing and to our own well-being. It doesn't, despite whatever horrors have happened, especially in our childhood, which is common for most people, and we over time learn to take that responsibility. So there's a shift in perception that's happening for you here, and so it's being clarified here by the Eight of Pentacles, which is saying, you're focused on this shift in perception, you're focused on this change in your thinking about how life works, and that you are the cause rather than the effect. Doesn't matter how horrific it has been. And that's not to say that some experiences aren't incredibly horrific and almost at the time seem, how will I ever recover from this? But we do, most of us do. That's what we've come here to learn, whatever those experiences are. And, you become quite industrious, actually, with this change in your perception and perspective about the world and your responsibility to life, to your life and to your own happiness and to that of those around you. So it's a very, potent, there's some potent messages in here for sure. But yeah, so you're changing your perspective, and therefore your experience of yourself in this universe is going to be different as a result. And another lovely major arcana there, talking about this new journey that you're embarking upon, okay, and where you're heading to in the world, your place in the world, and how you're going to be seen. But it's really as a result of this changed perspective that you have, and it's going to deliver for you. The more consistently, especially, that you can hold this energy, you can hold this changed viewpoint, is really going to give you a lot more fulfillment, a lot more to be grateful for. So, you know, what's not to like about that message? There is something in here they're saying about the recognition of the difficulties that you've been through, and that, you know, there's been a lot to work through and a lot of repeat lessons, but you're actually like, no, I've actually got somewhere now. You know, I understand that life is coming from me. And the more time I can spend living in there and directing my life from there, the better I'm going to feel. So, you know, hats off to you for that, really. And yeah, beautiful. Seeing the true you. Okay, beautiful. So look at this. It's like a real change in perspective, seeing something about yourself, a new light, a new perspective, a new way of seeing. And there's a truer you that's really starting to emerge now. And you can see in her kind of attitude, the way she's looking, it's like, yeah, I see it now. It's been difficult, but I see it. And great, you know, you can now step forward with this new appreciation about how life works and how the universe works. And don't worry about staying in it all the time, you know, because we all pop out and in. But it's just a really important reminder, I feel, that the more we can bring ourselves to a place of being at cause, the more power we have and the more responsibility we have for ourselves and for, you know, this experience called life. So yeah, well done. Great message. Hope it was helpful. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.